Most people I work with are trying to lose body fat. That's the main bulk of the clients that I train with week in, week out, that I work with online, the people I just meet generally from day to day. They're saying, how can I lose body fat? Most people call it weight, but let's talk about body fat. That's what you really want to get rid of. So what I've done is I've created a document that covers every single factor that could be influencing you on the reason you are overweight, the reason you're not losing weight, and how we can change it from where you are today to where you want to go to. So what I want you to do is to download a copy of that, and then if you have that open while we go through this video, you'll be able to explain and understand a little bit more about some of the diagrams that look a little bit complicated. So when it comes to weight loss, we're stuck in the world of calories in versus calories out. My body needs 2,000 calories per day. What I'm going to do is eat 1,700, do some exercise so I burn a little bit more. So this, in the typical model, it's 500 calories less per day, which equals a pound of body fat a week. Now that sounds great in theory. The only problem is it doesn't work in the real world. And this is what I've seen time and time again. Clients come to me and they're eating much less than their body would need in theory. But this is where the whole calories in versus calories out falls apart. Is that it just assumes that any calorie deficit you create is going to be used by the body by taking your stores of body fat. Now in the real world this doesn't happen. For some people it does happen, yes, but for the majority of people it does not happen. Because what happens is if your body needs 1,500 calories per day and you only consume, sorry, the other way around, if you need 2,000 calories per day and you consume 1,500, the body can say, well, I could make up the deficits you use in body fat, or I'm going to drop my metabolic rate down to 1,500 calories per day. And when this happens, it comes at a sacrifice of your health. So what the body does is it says, right, I'm not going to resynthesize the liver tissue. I'm not going to do this process or that process. I'm not going to give you much energy. And as a result, you think you're eating less than what you need, but you're not actually getting the results that you desire. And over time, this will begin to imbalance the body. And as the body becomes more and more imbalanced, the chances of getting results get further and further diminished. So what you can see with some people is that their body reacts even more vigorously to what they've done. They need 2,000 calories per day. You've reduced the intake to 1,500. The body can drop its metabolic rate down to 1,300 calories per day and store the excess 200 calories. So even though you're eating less than you need, you're actually gaining body fat. And this is why weight loss is so confusing if you play down the calories in versus calories out. So what I want you to do is to look at the diagram that's on page 3, or I think page 4 actually, of the downloadable document. And you'll see there is an overview. It looks complicated, but that is the overview of how you get results. Basically, when the body is happy enough, it's going to give up the body fat. Simple as that. The body knows what weight it should be. Every cell in your body knows how to operate, how to function optimally if they've got the right raw nutrients and the right environment to do their job. So what we have to look at is what processes, what causal factors have got you out of shape to begin with, and how do we resolve those to get you back into shape. So what you'll see is there's 3 main sections. One of them is what foods you should eat. The idea is to go forward, we need to eat the right foods for our body. Now this is very confusing because what we're told by conventional wisdom is there's one healthy diet. This is a healthy diet, follow this. But in the diet world, it's even worse and more confusing, because you'll have one person say eat high fat, one person say eat low fat, then you'll have other issues. You'll have meat, high meat, low meat, and you'll find these issues just keep on contradicting themselves. The solution? The solution is that we're very different. So the foods you need may be very different to what your best friend needs, but also very different to what the typical healthy eating diet will tell you to follow. So as a result, you think you're eating the right foods, but in reality, you're not eating your right foods. And this is where that element is very important to getting the results. This is what metabolic typing looks at. It identifies exactly your nutrient needs at this current stage of your life. The next big thing once you're eating the right food is to get off the wrong foods. Now the wrong foods are by definition the foods not right for your metabolic type, but there's also worse foods than that, in that some foods that you're sensitive to or you have adverse reactions to, basic result being these take priority in some of the worst foods that you can be eating. So we need to identify them and get them out of the diet. Supplements as well, taking the wrong supplements for your body chemistry can again knock you out of balance. It's a fallacy that all nutrients are good and that all nutrients will provide a benefit. Some can imbalance you as much as they can balance you. The final aspect is once you know you're eating the right foods and avoiding enough of the wrong ones, it's then looking at blocking factors. Now if you have no blocking factors, you'll get results. When you eat the right foods and cut out the wrong foods, you get results. You'll see plenty of pictures of people on my website who have got quite quick results. Other people though, they need to get further and deeper into it. They need to resolve these blocking factors. What these blocking factors represent is another stress on the body that's preventing the body getting rid of the body fat. Now there are numerous possible blocking factors. You can see a lot of them there. These could range from hormonal imbalances, they could be blood sugar problems, they could be metal toxins within the body fat, hence the body's thinking it's not safe to give these up, I'm not having metals circulating within the bloodstream. So there's all possible sorts of different blocking factors, and the idea being we need to address them if we're not getting results from the other two methods of cutting out the wrong foods and introducing more and more of the good foods. And this is the basic principle of losing body fat. We want to try, the reason we're trying to do this, by the way, is to get the balance within what we call the FHCs, the fundamental homeostatic controls. I don't want to get too scientific, but these are the control mechanisms within the body, the control systems that control every chemical reaction that goes on. When there's balance within these, the body can give up the body fat, assuming there's no blocking factors in the way. If there are blocking factors, then obviously we need to remove them. That will aid in restoring balance, and then you should see the body fat drop off. The very final element of that graph on diagram page 4 is just the seesaw effect, and what this refers to is the amount of effort it takes to get your body to where it should be. It depends on what you've done to it so far. So if you've absolutely smashed and hammered your body over the last 10, 15, 20 years, you may need a lot more effort to get the body to swing back to the side of good health and to get those results. That's just the luck of the draw, sort of, in the way that the body will change, how much damage the body has been done in that respect. The very final element to do with weight loss is there is a little bit of luck of the draw in the sense that the body doesn't have to respond by changing the same health symptom in two different people. I could have one person who improves their health by 10%, and what they feel is less headaches, better digestion, better energy, better mental concentration. I could have another person improve their health by 10%, and they lose half a stone to 10 pounds of body fat. Now, both people have improved by 10%, but this one's probably a lot happier because they're looking a lot better compared to this one. And that's just the luck of the draw. How your body responds, that's unpredictable. We just got to get on the path. We've got to get eating the right foods, cut out the wrong foods, and then reduce and resolve the blocking factors if they're present, and then you can go on and get results. And that's the basic overview of the weight loss document. You should really take some time to look at that and consider that, because this is what it's about. You can either spend your life going around in circle after circle, chasing this diet, that diet, and trying to look for the solution, or you can really sit down and think, I need to find out this answer. This answer lies somewhere before me. And that is my role when I work with people, is to get that answer, to find that answer, to help people move on to the stage so we can get long-term and sustainable weight loss. Any questions come up from that, please do feel free to email me, and I hope you enjoy the document. Do take some time to go back through it, and if you're not signed up to my newsletter already, please sign up to the newsletter, as that will give you more results, more information each week. Thank you very much.